Was an R&B singer, Javi?
You're an R&B singer?
Yes, I'm putting that on my resume.
What's the name of your group?
Pandagasms.
Wow.
The Pandettes.
So we should sue you.
Who should sue?
We
We?
Pandagasms, the Pandagasms show
To the Pandagasms.
should sue you for trademark infringement.
Wow.
And you know what? It's so funny because suing people is one of our topics tonight.
Oh, you got the perfect person for that because I'm pretty sure he has something to say.
That would be the perfect segue. However, we got to do the psycho crazy hyperactive introduction because baby, we are back. It's been months and we are back. Pandagasms is back for our 6th season. And our first episode of season 1, we have our lovely guest, Super Kev. Hi, Super Kev.
Hey, yo, what's the good? It's your boy, Super Kev. How you feeling today?
I am feeling fantastic. Thank you for coming back as a guest. We were just talking about, real quick off air, when the last time we saw each other was for the entrepreneurship podcast and how many months ago that was. What's been going on since then? What you been up to?
Listen, you know every day is the same for the robot. That's my new AKA.
That's your new name?
My new AKA,
Why?
Super Kev the robot.
Why?
Because I wake up and do the same thing every day, regardless of
Isn't
how
that
I
called
feel.
insanity?
No, insanity is doing the same thing every day and expecting
In
a
the
different
same
result.
Right. There we go. Thanks
I
for
do
the
the
correction.
same thing every day because I extrapolated what the results were going to be a long time ago.
Spell extrapolate.
Come on, man. I have a degree in mathematics.
Got him.
Gotta. It's like what?
EXTRAPOLATE.
Hey, clock it. Okay.
Come on, why y'all forget that I got a degree in mathematics?
All right.
Which means I had to learn how to spell, unfortunately.
So what have you been doing since we've seen each other at the last podcast when we talked about entrepreneurship? What you been up to as an entrepreneur?
So the consistent things I believe she's asking is wake up every day. The first thing I do is I respond to social media on the low. I do that in the middle of the night because it'd be a lot of people hitting me up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I respond in the middle of the night. Then when the sun come up, I like to hit the gym. Feel me? Then I eat after.
Okay.
And then it's time to do family work, which is where I focus on income-related responsibilities. Okay. And then I try to be done by noontime. That way, I don't like to be like active when regular people are active. That's when I like to shut down. So I try to get all my work done by midday.
Okay.
Every day.
You know what? That's what my weekend sounds like. I try to get everything done by 12 o'clock. So that way I'm not outside with everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't like the busyness, the hustling, the bustling. You know, some days I just want to relax.
I feel like traffic equals high blood pressure. I don't
I
want to be
agree.
around it.
That's stress and high blood pressure.
Yeah, I like to chill, so I can't chill if...
No, not in traffic. You can't chill in traffic.
You can't chill in traffic. So if I do my work when nobody is available, then by the time everybody's in traffic, I'm asleep. I'm cooling.
Right, and you're done with your to-do list.
Yeah.
And
Every day.
wonderful, Javi. How have you been since we last saw each other?
I've been here the whole time. I've been in the studio just chilling, waiting for the show to start.
Oh, is that right? So you've been here since September?
Yeah, I don't leave here.
Sitting waiting here since? Okay. I'm going to take that.
Y'all didn't know that?
Was it a great time? It's
great.
Being in the studio?
It's great, peaceful.
All the passerbyers. You spent all your holidays here in the studio?
It's beautiful. I'm that dedicated.
He hibernated.
You camped out? You had your tent and everything ready?
No, damn, I should have had a tent, actually. Nah, I'm chilling. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm good. I'm trying, I was talking to Super Kev earlier, trying to take my health more seriously. I've been getting a tune up like an old Chevy, and feeling good, feeling healthy. My wife is good. My daughter's good. Life is good. I can't complain. We back.
I'm so happy to be back. I missed you.
I missed you too, even though we definitely saw each other between now and then.
Yeah, we did. We've had, so during the break, I definitely recorded on other podcasts, and Javi was there. And so we did get to see each other with that, and of course with family. But we definitely worked on a project together, and it was fun. And I can't wait to have Whitney back on here so we can have a part 2 to hers. So while we are here, you guys ready to dive in and talk about the topics?
You ready?
We are ready.
But Super Kev, I'm gonna need you to bring that mic back up. You keep pushing that mic down, or is it?
You don't like having a mic up?
They want me to show my audio engineering skills live.
Is that
man.
what it is?
Yeah, they trying to, you know.
Well,
what I
do
mean?
that so that they can see it. Fix the mic.
All right, let me see what I remember.
Stop giving us a hard time.
Listen, man, you know what I mean? All right, let me, you know, show a little on the low, you know what I mean? Hit that tension and stuff. I mean, adjust the talk, make sure the talk is right. You know what I'm saying?
Am I
let's
good?
See what we got.
Yeah, you good.
Check. Salute, what we got?
You good, bro?
Now
go.
you are much better. Finally, thank you for using your listening ears. We appreciate that so much
Yeah,
over
let's
here.
get it. Yeah.
Zach, so we just caught up on the last couple of months in a quick 2 seconds. And a lot of things that I saw on the media is, well, one of the things that I saw in the media that I thought was quite interesting for us to talk about is alienation of affection. So recently, this social media content creator lady just went viral because she was the side piece in a marriage or whatever, and the wife was suing her, kind of like the same thing Fantasia did. But just to take them, they were just the example. What are your thoughts on alienation of affection when suing the third party for essentially being intentional on coming into a marriage and destroying it? What are your thoughts on that? Being able to sue the third party. That's what it is. And this is still legal in a few states. Utah, New Mexico, North Carolina. There's a few states where this is still legal, where if there's a third party that is intentionally trying to ruin your marriage or does somehow, alienation of affection is a thing, and you as the spouse can sue the third party.
Now, the first question I have is, how can the third party lose if all they got to say is, I ain't know they were married. I ain't know. I plead the fifth right now. I don't know nothing.
Damn.
What you got?
I guess that's one answer, but
that is one answer.
As a married person, I get it. Like, I think it makes sense. If someone burns down your house, you can sue them. You know, if they hit your car, you can sue them. So if someone is responsible, at least partially, for ruining or ending a marriage, which does that does carry a cost. Ending a marriage carries a cost, right? It makes sense to me that they can get sued. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I would love to sue the person that ruins my marriage. That'd be dope.
So I see both sides. I do understand why people would feel the need to want to sue the third party. However, where's the accountability for your spouse?
I mean, if I don't know about the states that this is legal in, but in a lot of states, the person responsible for the marriage, for like the spouse responsible for the dissolution of your marriage, tends to have to do things like, you know, alimony, spousal support. You know, they tend to be the ones that lose more when it comes to like the split of property. So marriage is, I mean, this is just another lesson for people that think marriage is a joke. Like, marriage is a real commitment with real responsibilities. It's not something you can just jump into. Like, you're tying your life with somebody. And in order to cut those ties, whether it's intentional or not, like, there's a lot to it. That's why, like, I mean, I've been married for donkey years, as y'all know, but I take it extremely seriously.
What would you consider to be donkey years?
What do you mean?
What would you consider to be donkey years?
I mean, we're closer to 20 than
donkey
10
years.
at this point.
Maybe because you guys are still young to me.
That's almost half my life.
I don't think it's donkey
I've been
years.
married for almost half my life.
This is true.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
This is true.
That,
This
you know,
is true. However, when you say donkey years, I just automatically think of elderly, like geriatrics being together, and they're like donkey years because
and that's the goal for me, at least.
well,
yeah.
and that should be the goal. Shout out to you for wanting that to be your goal.
You know what donkey is? Like me and my wife, we picked up our daughter at daycare. And I don't know what it was. Like, so, this happens to us all the time. Somebody's talking to both of us, and we'll respond exactly the same way at the same time. You know what I mean? That happens a lot. It's like, also, just the amount of connectedness. Like, our lives are so connected. Like, when people talk about 50-50 and all this stuff, when I see single people talk about this online and stuff like that, none of that makes, like, that just not even, me and my wife have been together so long, like, that's not even, I don't even know where my money starts and her money ends. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, or what's hers and what's mine. Like, everything is just, I don't know. I can't explain it to people that don't,
and this
that aren't
is
in it.
why when I see these conversations, these arguments online, I always automatically think of you, because I know some of these things are like pet peeve of yours, and you're like, oh my God, these people, like you always say, you're like, oh, the arguments of single people just get under your skin.
And I ain't judging. It's not even about a judgment. Like, you know me, I don't judge nobody for being single or in a marriage. Like, I feel like
it's the conversations that
I just don't,
you.
I can't relate. I don't get it. And I feel like for me, I can't imagine stressing about certain things with my wife because I love her. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things I see people argue and stress about, and it makes sense. Like, these are new people in your life, you know, relatively, and you haven't built that type of trust, and that makes sense. It takes time, but I don't know. Like, it's not. I don't think that's ever been these issues I see pop up among single people. I feel like I'm fortunate enough to have found somebody where none of that was ever really an issue. We've had issues, don't get me wrong, but those little things that I think are little never really mattered to us.
You guys been together so long, you've experienced life.
Maybe we're too young and stupid.
Now when you're looking back at, like, those are little things. And I don't think people get that. Like, when life starts to happen as you get older, a lot of stuff becomes little things. And the more that they understand that and realize that sometimes it's good and it's okay to have somebody there with you through the little things and the bigger things, because
I be seeing the stuff that Kev posts online. I be like, what are you talking? What are you talking about, bro?
Listen, we can talk about the things that Kev posts, baby.
And I love this dude, but I be like, damn, what are you talking about?
People in. I be like, let me not even entertain this, because it's about to be war.
Well, before we actually dive into any controversial statements, I do want to preface by saying, remember, I'm like a robot, right? That means I know what I'm doing before it happens. And always remember, I love to play chess. That means I'm always multiple moves ahead, all right? So some of the things I post are purposely controversial so that I could push certain people away. We know you be lying, so you can't handle the fact that I just spoke a truth. I never said it was my truth. It was a truth. It relates to somebody out there in the world. Now, if it don't relate to you, that's okay. Now, guess what? Certain people can't fathom that other people live a different way.
Right. This is true.
And then they make everything extra personal. And before we get into anything specific, it always comes back, yo, Kev, you didn't make me feel good. It's not what I said was a lie. It's you didn't make me feel good. Wait, now I'm responsible for your feelings? Now my page is so big that the words that I chose, I didn't swear and I didn't get banned for 30 days. The words I chose that were legal, and I probably misspelled it on purpose to let you know I'm giving a subliminal message. And that made you feel some type of way. Therefore, I didn't acquiesce to your feelings. And that's, whoa. And that's what began to peopling.
So pretty much, to sum up what Super Kev just said, is his posts are strategic.
Yes.
He said a lot to say his posts are strategic. But we can get back to that later. We're gonna stay on topic right now about being able to sue the third party for messing up your marriage.
Now let's get back to that. The first question was, how do you lose if you're the third party? The next one is, the next question.
So whenever to me, I highly believe that you can tell when your person is stepping out.
Nah.
They start to move different.
No. I'm talking about the third party.
Hold on. You're talking about the proof.
Like the two people married got to be 1 and 2, right? So then the third party is the person that's going to act like they didn't know these two was married.
That's fine. And then you want to act like, we're not married. However,
that's what I'm talking about.
However,
allegedly.
However, usually in marriages, the couple is close enough that they had access to each other's content, social media, things of that nature, their phones.
Yeah, you ever notice the married people don't be
and
around?
In 2026, everything is done through, a lot of it is through electronics. So these things are submissible in court if you know the law, right? So if you're able to track your person long enough to prove it with like maybe a private detector and things of that nature and text messages and once you hit send and it gets into the cyberspace, it doesn't go away.
You're missing my question.
I'm not missing the question. There's ways to prove that third party knew that person was married.
And I'm saying, what if there's no direct proof?
There's always proof.
So I just wanted to add.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I think, and this is not to knock what you, I'm not trying to take a side in this, but this is a civil case, and civil cases have a much lower burden of proof than any other cases. So you'd be surprised what you don't have to prove in order to sue somebody.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with that, right? Criminal versus civil. I'm saying if you're the third party, how can you lose this case if all you got to argue is I didn't know they were married?
Very easy. Through text messages. I just told
because
you.
if I'm stepping out allegedly, why would I say, yo, I'm married?
And another thing is,
why would I say that?
A lot of married people that do have social media, not all, just a good portion of them, their profile says married.
But why would I say I'm married if I'm stepping out?
Yo, picture this. You got a text message saying, oh, is your wife home?
Right.
Is your husband home?
Right.
Oh, no, that's reckless now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. There's always ways to prove that the other person knew you were married.
No, that's reckless.
Most side pieces know they are the side piece. They sign up for the side piece.
Can we agree that that's reckless?
I understand that's reckless. It is absolutely reckless. And this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Is your wife home? Like, damn.
There's ways to prove it.
Yikes.
Because people get messy over the course of time. You know when your person is stepping out.
So now the next thing I'm going to ask is, let's say you sue the third party, right? Like, what do you win?
It depends what you put in your statement.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sue me, you get nothing. Like, you get a whole bunch of nothing.
So wait,
I dare you to sue me.
If we go back to our examples, Fantasia won. She was able to win. If you look it up, you can Google it. She won whatever she put in her thing. It's just like if you sue for, when you get an alimony.
But you sue with a third party, like you sue as a hood rat. You sue with what I'm saying?
And that's where I'm
what
like,
you getting out of that?
So recently, the content creator, she did a court order to protect her assets so that this way when the wife comes after her, her things are protected.
You're wilding.
Yeah, this is crazy, but
now here's the next one.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 about it. I feel 50-50 about it. And I think it's 50-50 because what happens to the spouse? I'm still concerned about the spouse. So what happens to the spouse? All right, cool. You sue the third party. You win the case. Wonderful.
I have a question about the spouse too.
But what happens to the spouse? Will they just get off willy-nilly?
No, I have a question about the spouse. Like, let's say number 2, the alleged one who got cheated on, allegedly or whatever in this story, right? Does that mean the marriage is automatically over?
Most people stay.
But if you clearly stepped out of your marriage and committed adultery, doesn't that mean the vow was broken?
Absolutely. And some
allegedly,
people
again, I'm not married. I don't quite understand marriage in an American sense, but I grew up in church and stuff. So that's why I'm asking about adultery and stuff. Like,
typically,
so that mean the marriage is over?
Typically, I believe that in order to get a divorce, you have to give a reason to give, like legally to get a divorce, there has to be a reason, whether it's like mutual or whatever. And then being cheated on is one of those reasons that you would give the
exactly.
court.
So wouldn't this imply that
the vows you make in church aren't legally binding? The only thing that's legally binding is that marriage certificate that you signed.
So again, on the marriage certificate, again, if cheating or adultery is a valid enough reason to end the marriage, and then you're suing a third party for adultery or cheating, infidelity, whatever words they are,
alienation of affection.
Alienation of affection.
That is what you're being sued for.
And I'm saying, wouldn't that automatically be grounds for a divorce?
It is.
Like automatically, like if you go through with this case, you're now also filing for divorce simultaneously.
No, it don't work that way. You still got to file for divorce.
That would be two different things going on.
It's called
but
divorce.
I'm confused.
One's civil, one's family court. One's, there's divorce courts.
Right.
Divorce lawyers. That's a whole, and that's probably why you're able to sue, because if you have to get a divorce because your spouse cheated and they cheated on somebody that knew they were married, that your now ex-spouse and their mistress or mister is forcing you to have to pay for a divorce lawyer.
But I'm saying, why would you
lose
use a divorce
time.
lawyer if you already won this case over here?
Because it's not double jeopardy. It's two separate things.
You already won. You
That's
cheated.
great.
We know you cheated.
That's great. And so now that you've cheated, you have to understand the consequences that come with you cheating. So not only am I going to sue the person that you cheated on me with, but I'm going to sue you as well. Because you should never cheated. That was not part of our agreement when we got married.
See why I don't believe in marriage, y'all?
No. So how about you just don't cheat? How about that part? How about don't cheat so that your spouse doesn't want to divorce you? How about that part?
How about the men who don't cheat and still get divorced?
So we're not talking about those
See,
ones.
that's the controversial stuff I be talking about,
there are other
though.
things people divorce for.
So I'm just saying, you get divorced regardless.
Not all the time.
Yo.
There are successful marriages out there. So don't be that negative Nancy that's going to be like, well, what about the people that get divorced? Don't do that.
Okay,
don't do that.
okay,
Don't
I
be
won't.
that guy.
I'll be positive today.
It's not even about being positive. It's just there's always the other side of the coin. Yes, there are people that get divorced for other reasons besides infidelity. However, what are those reasons? Because if you're beating my ass behind a closed door, sorry if that's a trigger, I'm definitely should not be with you because what?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn, that's not cool.
It's not. So, or another example could be if, there's so many different examples, like lack of emotional availability. There's, when
like the silent treatment.
The silent treatment or your partner not being touched enough. There's a thing where, you have lack of
alienation of affection.
All of those things.
That brings up a good point, though.
That there's more than one reason to not want to be with your spouse any longer. Not only that part, but also to piggyback, in some Asian countries, if a boyfriend breaks off the relationship, he's still financially responsible for his girlfriend and sometimes her family.
I ain't claiming her.
I think there's a culture in Africa like that too, where the women, like, after a divorce, the women keep everything.
Yes,
and it's like a whole thing. Yeah.
When I see these men on social media saying how they want to get a wife out of America, because that's all they want out of America up front. And it's so mind-boggling when they are acceptable to know that even outside of America, they want the money up front. Most women are not able to leave their home unless you have money to take care of her out of America up front. Like, daddy's like, what you got for my daughter? You got a cow, you got something, you got to show me something, And then, but yeah, a lot of black women say that. She's a gold digger. I'm going to go get a woman out of America. But they're saying the same thing.
So then it's
because
cheaper.
You can be my boyfriend in Asia.
Hold on. Which country are we talking about?
Let's take care of me.
Let's do a conversion rate. You can have the same amount of money in Boston, the same paycheck. But if you take care of somebody from another country who won the money, the conversion rate changes. You know what I'm saying? You way richer in another country with your US dollar.
You're still not answering the question.
I'm getting there. And then she also has different values coming from those countries. So along with the fact that it costs money to take care of a woman regardless, you now want a woman that's not gonna act like you. And at least for women that grew up in Boston, there's a lot of women in Boston act like men. And that contributes to why it's kind of sometimes more conducive to go out the country to get someone who has different beliefs in what it means to be a wife. especially if you're going to lose the money regardless.
Have you talked to some of the men in Boston to see why some of the women in Boston have to be a little bit more manly than the men in Boston?
I grew up in
And
it, so
again, not all, just
I
some
grew
of
up in Boston, so I was speaking for my many years of experience.
That didn't answer the question, though. Have you experienced some of the men in Boston to realize why the women who do present as masculine women
have I asked men directly? No, I have not asked men directly.
So then,
I grew up in it. That's what I meant.
So if you grew up in it, then you would understand.
I absolutely understand. I never said I don't understand.
So do you think that if you were to bring a woman from another country into America, or Boston specifically, you don't think eventually at some point in time she's going to adapt to her environment?
I believe if she grew up respecting her father, she'll have core values that just deep down inside won't allow her to.
More than one thing can be true at once. I had a father that deep down in my core I absolutely respected, but there are men out here that absolutely do not deserve my respect, and they won't get it.
I mean, I was saying that because your father that you respect so much instilled you with these core values, that means no matter where you go, you will always have those core values. Nobody can take those away from you. No environment can take it away from you.
Right, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean every man is always going to get respect from me, though.
No. That doesn't mean every man is going to get respect. What that means is that allegedly this woman who has these values from her dad from this foreign country is going to come to this country and learn a little bit of lays of the land, but she's going to have these core values that nobody can take away. And that's what men are seeking compared to, for the sake of discussion, a Boston woman who, if you grew up in Boston like I did, that means you was in the same circumstances we was in. When you start talking about the single mothers, the growing up poors, the public school education, the value in what was given to us instead of seeking on our own. Now it doesn't, and then let's not get into it. You said you're R&B singer. Shoot, yo, the music back then really got,
We're not even gonna talk about the music
that early 2000 music got these women really believing they men. Tell the truth.
No.
Oh, anyways,
I'm only able to speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone around the world.
The comment section is gonna let you know.
But I do not think that we want to be men or whatever it is that you just said. That's not even it. Or feel like, boy, bye. We're going to stick to the topic that's at hand, which is about suing the third party for intervening on your marriage and ruining it. And I think we got that point across. Did you have a piece to say regarding that so that we could get to the next topic?
Well, I don't know how you can lose if you're the third party.
You can lose because there's always going to be proof. People get reckless, people get messy.
But if you're reckless, you losing. That's it.
Once you know your partner and their behavior starts to change and you know, depending on who you are as a person and how you navigate going through shifts of life, there are definitely ways to prove that person knew.
If you going first off, if you're gonna be reckless, you gotta deal with the consequences for every action is equal and opposite reaction. And if you're gonna be married, believing in monogamy, then you gotta stand on business. That's it.
Cool. We're all human beings. We all have working eyes. Don't even get me wrong. If I see a little fat little thing walking by, I'm looking at that fat little thing walking by too. And if I have a man and he's with me, I'm be like, hey, yo, you see that ass? Yeah. You know, we gonna look together because we have eyes. But it's what you do after.
Yeah, you don't violate the trust in your relationship.
You know, you don't break that.
Yeah, and you don't give somebody else. I think it's twofold, right? Like you either violate your spouse or you violate the other. I think it's a violation of the other person. Like you're bringing somebody else into a situation, and some people might. I know there's people out there that don't care if they're messing with married people, but allowing yourself to be put in that situation, I think, is dumb. Like there's nothing good comes out of that. I don't think. You know what I mean? So,
and not even that, but even the people that would deal with someone that's in a relationship, just because I find it funny for those people that be like, oh, I'll mess with someone just because they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but won't mess with a person in a marriage. It's like, how would you expect that when you do get into a relationship, that your relationship is going to be respected when you haven't respected anyone else's relationship? When those tables turn, it's crazy. So it's wild to me when I hear people say, you know, I won't try to entertain a married person, but I will still try to mess with someone that's in a relationship. Like, what?
So it's that joint's crazy. Another one crazy to me is like people, and I see this with women a lot. They fall in love with a married person or somebody in a relationship, and they go like, I'm gonna take this person from this woman and they're gonna be with me. And I'm like, this person already cheated on somebody for you. What makes you think they're not gonna cheat on you for somebody else?
On you too.
Like that's crazy. Like that's already
Because how you get them is
a
how
litmus
you lose
test.
them.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big believer in karma, but I'm definitely a
But you're
believer in
laughing.
human nature.
Talk to me, Super Kev. What you got?
Whoa. I'm not married. What are we talking about?
But
True
it's
human.
both. It could be marriage or a relationship.
No, I know when I used to be in relationships that there were girls that would try to take me away. So that's why I laugh, because I learned along the way that there are people like that. And I'll give the last part of the smirk is those women be crazy. So they really in their head believe they could take you and keep you. In their head. I didn't say it be happening, but in their head they be.
So
You feel me?
for men, when you hear men talk like that, what do you call those?
What?
If you have a guy that's in your friend group, and you hear him like, yo, I'm about to try to bag this girl. I know she got a man, but I don't care.
Wait, whoa.
What do you call those type of men? Because
A man ain't announcing that. He's not saying that.
Yeah, a man. I feel like
He's
men
not
would
gonna say that.
They're more like, men are more likely to be like, yo, I'm messing with Shorty.
You already
know he
know
got a
the
girl.
deal. You already know.
Like he got a girl and he's messing with Shorty, and he'd be like, I'm messing with Shorty, more than he would say, I'm gonna take this girl from this guy. Like I don't, at least not in my circles.
So
I
you
don't
don't know any men that openly admit to being a side dude?
Again, what's understood don't need to be explained. So we don't really talk like that. You could just see it in his actions that he's settling or whatever.
And y'all don't say nothing?
I mean, some certain arguments.
Yes or no? Y'all don't
I
say
mean,
nothing?
nah.
You don't be like, yo, you really settling for that?
Only if like they start falling in love.
I'm gonna be rude. I never had that conversation with any of my people. Like I never, if I heard it, I'd just be like, don't get shot. They like,
Don't fall in love, dog.
Nah, not even that.
Wow.
Don't
so
get.
maybe Whitney was right that men don't hold men accountable.
What do you hold accountable for? What?
For what?
He said for what, and he said at what. Like
what do you mean? Like accountable to?
So your friend shouldn't. So you wouldn't tell your friend like you shouldn't be talking.
No, I'm saying I don't have friends that would do that.
I don't associate with that.
I don't have.
So
yeah.
let me get
So
that.
all right, let's
I
do a
got you.
hypothetical then. What if? Let's do a quick hypothetical. There's no facts involved.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, and then real quick disclaimer that I usually try to give at the beginning of the show. This is just all life experiences. We're not trying to persuade anyone to think our way. All of this is just opinions in how we feel about life. So yeah, let's go back to you.
Oh, well, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. Shout out to the disclaimer.
Well, I would say I think
We'll bring
the
it
only
back. Where we
situation
at?
I could think about that, like say if
Oh yeah. I'm back.
Hypothetical question:
back,
if your
I'm back.
friend was to tell you,
So
like, he's dealing with
holding
shorty.
gentlemen accountable. I don't hang with those type of dudes.
No, but it's a
So
hypothetical
that's
question.
why-
If
that's
you had
why-
a friend tell you that he was dealing with a girl who has a man already, what would you say to him?
I'll be like, yo, bro, this is what I would say. I'd be like, bro, there's like 10 billion people in the world, and allegedly more than them are women. There's like 5-point-something billion bitches. Why the fuck are you settling for this one? The fuck is wrong with you? My nigga, bro, you look whack right now, nigga. I know you ain't fucking serious. Like, yo, please, nigga, I don't even want to smoke with you right now, nigga. You just ruined my day, nigga. Yo, bro, come play Street Fighter. I'm about to fuck you up, nigga. You sound bitch, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Why she gotta be the bitch though?
Nigga, I was just speaking for how I talk. I don't even
if
know
you were
her.
Talking, okay.
I don't know nobody. I'm telling you how that's how it's gonna
So you just gonna
sound.
refer to her still as a bitch? You don't even know her, and he's the one that's
Yo,
all right, okay.
all niggas call bitches bitches. It ain't even offensive.
To y'all.
Nah, it's not. But I wouldn't say it to his girl face or whatever. Like, if we out at the gala, I'm not gonna be like, hey, bitch, come here. Like, nah, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But when
Yo, I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this shit. So just give me some grace, brother.
So, Javi, is it
But
true
my fault.
Is that how
No, you can
all
swear,
men-
but I'm just saying, don't go crazy.
My fault.
So,
Let me bring
Javi-
it back. I just wanted to say that's how it would sound if I'm telling my mans, if I'm answering the question directly. But now let's bring the show back to the more respectful side of it.
Is that true, Javi, that's how men talk about women? That's how y'all would prefer?
I'm gonna be real with you. That's not. I can't say Kev is lying like that. Like if you're a man and you got real brothers, there's no filter in our conversations when we talk. Like if you look at my chats with my boys.
Oh, don't ever leak those. Don't ever leak them.
It's a problem, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's a myth that women spread amongst each other that men don't hold each other accountable. Men hold each other accountable. Boys don't.
Very
right?
well
You
said.
understand? Like,
I like that.
so
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna need you to say that one again. That one hit. That one hit.
Say that again.
That
Say
one
that
hit.
again.
men hold each other accountable.
Men hold each other accountable.
Brothers hold each other
Boys
accountable.
don't.
Boys don't. And so I got friends like you know, I got some.
Take a drink to that.
I got a lot of my
Shout out to accountability.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
toast.
Yeah, that was a good one, yo.
I mean, I got, you know, I grew up, a lot of my bros, Trinidadians and Jamaicans and stuff like that. You know how they get, right? So I got some people that are, you know, they live in a infidelitous, if I can't say the word, life. And, you know, they know kind of life I live. But, you know, we love each other. I tell my bros I love them, you know what I mean? And so we're honest with each other. You know, I don't judge them, but I let them know. I'm like, yo, you gotta relax. You know, I don't want to say too much, but you know, we do have these conversations, but when you know.
And this is why I'm scared of y'all. But yeah, back to are y'all looking?
Yeah, for real. Wait, hold on. Why are you scared of that?
No, because yeah,
No, say more words.
y'all are a different breed, and it's y'all make it real scary out here.
Don't get me wrong. The vast majority, because I am a married man, the vast majority of my people are also married. That's just how it happens, and they don't cheat. But I'm saying the ones that I know that do, that are my day ones, right? I'm not going to end that friendship because you're cheating, but I guarantee you, I'm doing my best to get, because I see when I see people who cheat, it don't look fun to me. Like their lives don't look fun. Like it doesn't look fun. Like the fact you gotta keep your phone away from people. Like my wife got my passwords. I don't got that joint. I live a stress-free life, and some people allegedly in my life who cheat, they don't live a stress-free life, and I want them to live a stress-free life. So I tell them, and I'm the one. They be like, "You ain't gonna like this," but you know what I mean. But I'm gonna be there. Those are my people.
Peace over chaos. I ain't mad about that. Trust and believe, and that's the crazy part. As a woman experiencing, men, you know, it's challenging. It's absolutely challenging because
I think the feeling's mutual.
Huh?
I think the feeling's mutual. I'm speaking for my boy. Let me speak.
And no, I'm not disregarding that men probably have challenging experience with women as well. However, I'm speaking for myself and I don't date women, so I can't give that perspective. I do have female friends that can definitely be a man's karma. And I definitely root for them when they are, because
wait, what do you mean? Say that. Say what you mean?
I have friends that could be a man's karma, and I will root for them.
How are they the man's karma? What are they doing to be a man's karma?
Whatever they do.
Like they be cheating?
No, whatever they do.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, go ahead. No, I'm thinking
But more
my
than
imagination.
likely, every time those things happen, those men deserved it. So, you know, the same way you guys have those friends that are being cheaters, we're the women being cheated on. So when we have those friends that are being karma to a man who is probably cheating on his girl, absolutely do him dirty for that girl he is cheating on, because I'm a girl's girl. I got your back, sis.
Wow.
I got your back, sis. Your man's out here trying to do you dirty, trying to make you look crazy, trying to embarrass you. And if my girl is your karma to that man, I'm not going to stop her from giving you the payback you deserve. Because my girl, I'm rooting for you. If he was a good dude, he wouldn't be getting the karma he's getting from my friend or maybe even me.
Wow.
And you might like this. So say,
Just
again,
be good to your girl.
hypothetically, if I had friends that cheated,
Hypothetically, if I had friends, that can be a man's karma.
If that karma comes to them, I'm gonna. This has happened before. What I'm like, damn, bro. I mean, you can't even be mad.
You can't be mad.
You can't. You know. And it's my job. It's my job as his friend to make sure he don't lash out and do something stupid because he's dealing with the consequences of his actions. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm there for.
Because when you got a CVS receipt of things that you shouldn't be doing to people, and then when life turns those tables back towards you, you really can't be upset. So no, I won't stop my friend from being someone's karma. Because that woman who he's lying to, manipulating, being a narcissist to, could be me, could be my sister, could be my daughter, could be one of my friends as being his karma. I'm not going to stop it. He shouldn't have been a bad dude. He wouldn't have been getting the experience he's getting. And if, these men weren't doing the things that they shouldn't be doing, they wouldn't get the bad treatment that they get. So no, I am absolutely...
Kev, you got nothing to say about that, bro?
I absolutely think that I am living the life I want to live and not the life that I was taught to live, because as I've stated on previous podcasts and even here on Pandagasms, that if I was living the life I was taught to live, I would be in the church. I'd probably be married and settle down with someone in the church, probably a bishop or somebody. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the life that I wanted to live. So I absolutely think I am living the life I wanted to live. I wanted to be a mom. When I chose to be a mom, I didn't have a husband or a male counterpart in the picture. Why? Because all the women that were around me in relationships were being treated like trash. And I just saw that the children were the highlight of it all. So I always desired to be a mom for those reasons, because I just was like, oh, look at the kids all happy and jolly while this is going on over here. So I wanted to always make sure children kept their innocence. So if I'm living the life that I was taught to live, absolutely not. I would be a man hater, a man basher. And if you watch Pandagasms, I love the Black man. I'm just hoping that, they do what they need to do to be who they need to be for society in the best way possible. I'm always going to love the Black man. If I might have my ill feelings towards them, not all of them, but directly too, because I do my best not to project. But if I got any ill feelings about a Black man, he deserves those ill feelings, because I absolutely lead with love. I love y'all. You feel me? So, nah. I'm definitely living the life I want to live, not the life I was taught. What about you, Soup?
Listen, I am definitely living the life I want to live for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am not living the best life for my family yet.
We're not worried about those people. We're worried about you for yourself. That was the question. We're focused on the question.
I know.
Yourself.
I answered both.
Forget them.
So for myself, absolutely.
Cool. Hobbs, life you want to live or the life you were taught to live?
I'm definitely living the life I want to live.
I love that. So
100%.
real quick, because I got the 10-minute hand marks. And I was laughing about this earlier because it's our first episode back in season 6. And I just needed a boomerang real quick to, give us a little kicker. So your G-spot's in your ass. And the reason why most men and women don't get along is because men are supposed to be with men. Did you realize that?
Nah.
That's probably why we have all these issues.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, your G-spot is in your booty.
I'm not buying men are supposed to be with men. I'm
Me
not
neither.
buying it.
I was just throwing that in there to be ridiculous. But your G-spot is in your booty hole. And
why y'all rub my shoulder and tell me that? What? Yo, double shot to that. What the heck is going on right now?
And if you ever wanted to be sexually pleased to that fulfillment, you got to get some booty play.
Panda, you be pegging dudes?
I don't peg dudes, but I would if he asked me to. He's
Really?
just going to be my man.
Hey,
Oh, that's crazy.
No, why?
Hey,
You stick him and leave him like that?
Listen, I already
That's
told you what my
crazy.
daddy taught me.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, why not? I mean, everybody got a little kink going on. And if that's what you like, who am I to tell you no? Strap up, baby. I ain't gonna say no.
Hey,
All right.
yo.
We'll for any interest
wait, no.
for any interested parties, we'll be posting Panda's
So
number
y'all
to
don't
this episode.
y'all don't have nothing to say about it.
I'm going to speak scientifically for y'all, man. Yo, hey, yo. She's wilding. However,
I told you I had
what
a good
I'll
one
say
for you.
is that I heard that the gluteus maximus
I heard it
is
through the grapevine.
the second most powerful.
Said your booty could be mine. No, sorry.
I heard the gluteus maximus is the second most powerful muscle
Hey.
in the human body after the tongue. So
What that mouth too.
So I will
Where
say,
we going? What's happening right
I don't
now?
know.
she keeps singing, so I'm like, yo, let her sing.
Because
But I'm going to say that the gluteus maximus, which allegedly is the second most powerful muscle after your tongue, because you could talk all day, your tongue don't get tired. So it would make sense that if somebody like that ain't no action, that it would be around the gluteus maximus because that's the most powerful muscle.
And it's
so
so
that's what I'm gonna say is that if a man's butt muscle is strong, he probably is pounding the hell out of a chick in the bedroom allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Pick a card, any card. Flip it and answer it.
Flip an answer right now.
Yeah.
So I got to show I can read.
Yeah, read out loud, bro.
What's a little thing that makes you happy? Oh, I don't know how big or little this is. Real simple. I like playing my favorite songs on repeat all day long. And I don't care if I'm bumping the same song for a week. Hey, yo, if the song hit, taking a shower with it, I'm in the gym with it, I'm playing Street Fighter with it, I'm analyzing it so I can engineer music better with it. Yo, I got my headphones with it, got the Bluetooth, the iPhone 6 with the headphone jack with it. Yeah, I'll play the same song over and over on repeat. That's the little thing that made me happy today. Let's go.
What's the little thing that makes you happy, Javi?
I'm gonna be, yo. I love being a dad, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, and like my little thing is like when my daughter, when she wakes up in the morning, because I'm usually up before she's up. I'm ready for her to get up. She gets up and she like gives me a big hug, and like she like her little hands tap me in the back. I don't know, bro. Like that just, it's crazy. That brings a smile to my face. It's a good way to like
that
start
for
a
you.
day. Yeah.
Kids do bring a special joy to you.
Until she hates me when she's a teenager. So let me just enjoy
Because
that.
that may come, it may not,
Yeah.
but it might.
We'll see what happens.
It might.
How about you, Panda?
For me, I have so many little things that make me happy. It's not even funny. Dick isn't one of them, but funny little things that make me happy: hugs, smiles, the beach, cold water, tea. Little things that make me happy.
Tea's lit.
Extremely.
Nice tea. Yo, it's lit.
Tea is amazing.
Yeah, it really
Good
is.
food.
Yeah.
You know, little things that make me happy. Laughter, long drives, hiking.
Hey, yo, it said a little thing. You took like.
I know. That's what I'm like, I don't know what, just a little thing like watching the sunset makes me, like, those are the little things.
Recording these episodes. make me
Recording
happy.
with Pandagasms, our first episode back for season 6.
Let's get
We
it.
got Super Kev in the building. We had
Hey, yo, what's the
Javi,
good?
the AV guy on camera.
Hey, yo.
Listen.
It's lit.
And so today was a great conversation because we talked about affection, alienation, affection of alienation.
Yo, don't be losing your cases. y'all.
Alienation of affection.
Alienation of affection in marriages and boyfriends still having to take care of their girlfriends if they break up with them.
And
Yikes.
pegging for some reason. We
Then we
talked about
got that was the last part of the conversation.
Panda
but it
loves
was a
to
good
peg
part
dudes.
because it was a doozy. It was
Yeah.
a little too like
Hey,
tight in here. I had
yo.
to loosen it up a little bit, and y'all was not feeling the G spot in your booty. But
Hey, you didn't ask me my opinion on that.
go ahead, tell me what you thought about it.
Listen, I don't kink shame, bro. Like all
I
this,
don't kink shame either.
Listen, what everybody do.
There's too much homophobia in our community, bro. Listen,
I
if
agree.
you listen, do what you want to do in your bedroom.
Yeah,
And
like
whatever. I don't care.
I think the best way is like I like to play Street Fighter, right? And
Yo.
and what people do in the bedroom does not affect how it goes when we play Street Fighter. So everybody could do what they want to do. I just don't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, don't, you know? So I just didn't have much to say because I'm like, yikes. You know
I just wanted to be an Aggie one with that. That's all. Because I know it makes men uncomfortable when I say that conversation.
Not all. Some of them, some of them's with it.
Right, but
I mean, you don't gotta be with it to not. I mean, I'm not a butt play person, but I
with it.
don't
It's just I see the body language, how it shifts when I mention it. It's just entertaining to watch.
Oh, all right. If you knew what you was doing,
I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of watching men squirm when I talk about their G spots being in their booty holes.
Next time
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think some of that squirming has to come with like maybe an interest. And they go like, wait, hold up, I'm interested in this, and they get a little uncomfortable.
I don't know where the uncomfortability comes from, but I just admire watching it. It's entertaining as hell to watch me just be like,
because it's implied that if if it's implied if you touch back there that you know what I mean, you rep the rainbow.
And if you did, that's your business. But my thing is this: if you're doing these things behind closed doors with a woman, how does that make?
Nothing you do with a woman is gay. Like
exactly.
that don't make no sense to me. There's dudes out here that think wiping your butt properly is gay.
Exactly.
Like that shit is crazy to me,
Make this
bro.
make sense. There's so much more things that you can be demasculated as a man as besides doing pleasurable things in the bedroom.
Emasculation's a myth, yo. If your masculinity can be taken away, then you don't got it.
See, that's what I be trying to say. So when sometimes when they get called bitch ass niggas, that's emasculated. No. You only felt away because you really are a bitch ass nigga. That's why you felt away. I didn't emasculate you.
It's about
context.
It's about context and respect.
No, it ain't no respect to it because if you masculine in yourself and you know you're not a bitch ass nigga, then you ain't a bitch ass nigga. But if you's a bitch ass nigga and I call you a bitch ass, then you's a bitch ass nigga.
Nah. It's about context. One, for example, that's why when boys get with boys, we have no filters. The group chats get reckless, and we all understand that. But if I go on a podcast and call him a name like that.
Yeah, but you a nigga.
That's wild.
We fighting.
I wouldn't.
Hold on, say.
But you a nigga. We fighting if that happens.
Well, yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I mean, y'all need to stop fighting with these women, bro. There's so many. Listen to me, Kev. Listen. I'm sorry, Panda. I know we gotta go, but I gotta talk to my single dudes out there, bro. There are so many dope ass single women that are so traumatized, they don't know how to deal with men. And I feel like, and this ain't a pick me type moment. I don't need a pick me moment. I got what I want. I'm good. I'm just trying to be real with y'all, bro. Like if men were men like they're supposed to be, you wipe that, you shake that shit off, bro. If a woman's talking reckless to you, you a man, talk reckless back to her, bro. Like, but be smart about it. Educate yourself. Learn how to talk to women, bro. Like, they want a dude to take charge, my nigga. Like no matter, like the whole masculinity, like women are masculine. I don't know no masculine women in Boston, and I know a lot of women in Boston, and they ain't masculine, nigga. They just smart and they know what they want. And I'm telling you, a lot of y'all, not you, Kev. I'm not coming at you personally. I'm not. But a lot of, and I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the stuff I see you post, and this is out of love, it seems like there's some hurt there, bro. And I think like as a man, I think you got a lot to offer to a lot of these women out here, bro. But you just got to get over whatever hurt you, bro, and grab up one of these women, nigga, shovel the snow out there in front of their house, nigga, take them inside, rub their feet, and take them to Pound Town, nigga. Like, what's wrong with them? That's what they want, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I be telling Kev. I tell Carl all the time, Kev, take her through there, but he don't listen to me.
Yo, it's really simple, bro.
Now, here's what y'all want to hear, okay? The reason why gentlemen act the way gentlemen act is because we are responding to what gets us to Pound Town.
Stop responding. Stop responding and act, my nigga. Like act.
Okay, the action is the response. So what I'm trying to say is, men do what we get away with to get to Pound Town. Therefore, if women want men to lead better, quote unquote, proverbially, you know what I'm saying, lead better, because I know what you mean when you say that. I know exactly what you mean. Then women would have to change the standard required to enter Pound Town. And because the standards are being lowered, that is why you were seeing a quote unquote not leading the way men are quote unquote supposed to lead. Because we don't have to get to Pound Town anymore. And then to respond and end it with why I post the way I post, like I said earlier, it is to invoke different responses.
Right,
I never said this is how I personally feel. So between my thousands of posts, you don't know which one is personally mine, which one I'm just reposting to see what people are thinking, who's going to get a response, how to trigger certain, things to clear up my algorithm. Again, I'm playing chess. It's not just, oh, Kev's hurt. Let me just go out there and flex my hurt. Now, do I be hurt about certain situations, about being a black father in the situation that I'm in that when you want to be a dad should not be in? I'll just say, sure. But then again, when I'm teaching the Black hood how to educate themselves financially and nobody responds, and I do it every single day, where's the backlash for doing that? Right? I stopped going to school because if I continued my education, I won't be able to speak the way I speak publicly and nobody responds. But then people can remember the one time I was mad. Come on now. Like I said, I be playing chess, y'all.
And if you listen to the language, he said some of the posts. And I just wanted to piggyback real quick because I know we have to wrap this up. When you said that, men don't have to be as stand-up as before because the standards are lower, X, Y, Z. However, at the same time, I'm not a man, but I'm just speaking from a woman's perspective, preferably mine specifically. Why wouldn't you want to be a stand-up guy for yourself, though? Why does it matter how easy it is to get access to something now because the standards are lower? So why would you want to meet the lower standard? Why wouldn't you, as an individual, as a stand-up person, want to be better than the low standard? Like, why would you want to just be so low?
Because at the end of the day, all men just want to chill. So
all y'all want to chill and just be low?
Hey, yo, according to what I believe your metric of success is, all of us just want to be on level 0 chilling.
That's another thing that's scary for me. And that's why I be scared. And then, when I say that, I'm afraid of men.
That's why y'all be mad when we just want to play the game. Y'all be so mad we just want to chill.
No. Don't say that. There's different levels of the chilling. The chilling you're referring
ultra chill. I'm talking about ultra level chilling. Whole bunch of doing nothing.
The level of chilling you're referring to sounds like no effort.
No effort, no nothing.
And with that, we
straight
just
chilling.
Wrap this up. This was a great conversation. Thank you for coming on to season 6, episode 1 of Pandagasms, Super Kev.
Thanks for having me.
Javi, the AV guy, it's always a great pleasure to have you in the building. With that, we're going to wrap this up. Peace, love, and light.